Well, welcome back. We're doing another. I'll just leave that off. This is, just because.
I wasn't gonna leave it off.
So we're just coming on to just talk some stuff through. It's been suggested to us that we kind of document some of our conversations we have. So this is literally, we were just having a conversation about this, and we know you can do this. We just haven't done it yet, but we're gonna flesh out this idea live. So then, if anybody watches this, then they can maybe
you get to be a part.
You can be a part of our learning curve, yeah. So here's our idea, not our idea, but here's what we're gonna try and do. And actually, we're gonna try with this video.
Oh, we use a thing.
Probably.
That's better.
Yeah, that is much better. Can you move my camera over a little bit? Just so it's... No. Yeah. I moved, yeah. So what we want to do is... Because a lot of times what we'll do is we'll discuss ideas that are, quite frankly, brilliant ideas.
Brilliant ideas.
And then down the road, either we forget about them or just...
Or you just start doing it and then you forget that it was ever an idea you had.
Yeah.
It just becomes a part of your workflow and you just think twice about
it. Yes. But what you can do, now we've never done it, but I know that you can, is take these videos. And so what we want to do, I'll talk about the idea rather than just talk about 7 things before I talk about it. We have ideas, but sometimes we forget we had them and we don't write them down, or when we do write them down, it's pretty kind of like hard to write down an idea sometimes. So what we're going to do is we are going to hello. Wow. I didn't even realize that was still on there.
Me neither. We were watching the preview the entire time.
We were watching the preview. So what we want to do is thank you for joining us.
Thank you for joining
and
us.
staying this long with the logo. Do these videos where we talk about ideas and then use ChatGPT to basically transcribe it and break it down into like bullet form, what our main ideas were, and then within the main ideas, kind of the sub ideas and maybe kind of the finer details of what those ideas, but in point form.
In point form.
So that we can go back and we can actually read, okay, this is some of the ideas we had, and not have to watch if we do a 1 hour podcast or 1 hour session where we just talk like this, and this is what we're going to try and start doing.
Yeah.
You have to listen to it all, right? Rather than,
what was that we were talking about again?
You can look and see, okay, we had this main idea, and it was to go fly in an airplane and jump off it with a Red Raptor.
Yeah, and record the entire thing live.
And record the entire thing live. No parachute.
No.
Just kidding. But something like that, and then we can say, oh, that was the main idea. And if we think, oh, we should still do that, then we can, read through the finer stuff of like kind of the discussion we had where we broke it down, how we would approach it, how we think would be a good way to do it. And then maybe at that point we can hash it out more. So that's all this video is just, we had this idea, or not idea, but we thought, we should try doing a video where we're just talking about stuff. People can kind of follow along if they want. It's not so much a video about information, but just discussing ideas and then learning how to document those ideas and go back to them later.
Yeah.
And using ChatGPT as a tool to be able to, efficiently archive it. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of us having to take notes while we do it, or have somebody else take notes while we do it, or go back and take notes, rewatch the video and take notes.
If there's one thing, usually if I'm listening back to one of these podcasts, which we do sometimes, it's usually in my ears while I'm doing something. I don't have a pen where I can just listen to whatever I'm doing. So that was all we had for today. But what we are working on is, check this out. So,
am I in focus?
I think so. You looked sharp. Yeah, you're in focus.
Okay.
Is this? I've covered Johnny's face. It is a no, magnetic HDMI. Brand name is I forget. Somewhere, yeah, it's from Asia or something. I think overseas.
Yep.
So the idea is that we can decouple our HDMI cable when we have to go mobile. For a live stream, we can just literally, this will be plugged in, obviously just unplug it, walk around, do your thing, come back, plug back in, rather than having to make sure your connector's the right way, slide it in.
Because at the boxing live stream, basically we had like a video monitor mounted to our tripod, and then an external monitor mounted to our tripod, and then we had our wireless transmitter on our camera, like on top of our camera, mounted on top of our camera. And then when we go mobile, we had to take that camera rig off, unplug, because we had a loop out from our wireless transmitter going into our external monitor. And then we had to unplug that, and it was really high. And then there's, trying to fiddle, like Lauren said, get it in there. And then this would allow you to just quickly, basically, it's a magnet. So it's already, that one piece, that HDMI, that male HDMI part would just be plugged in, and then you just magnetically attach and detach it.
Yeah. And we lost about, at the end of each round, or start of each round, sorry, we lost like maybe 30 seconds of the first round. Yeah. Just due to him having to make sure he hooked up right and all that stuff. There was other things too, but the main one was probably the HDMI.
That would help too. Yeah. Like just having that.
Now, of course, we've already tried this, and you do lose a bit of detail. Yeah. Now, this is, like I said, this is maybe
they make better ones.
They might make better ones. I just kind of looked them up, and these were on Amazon. I tried to get some that look like maybe a more reputable company, but they didn't ship to Canada. So then I got this. So there was already issues with this in terms of quality. Low light, you get a lot of like white specks in the noise. The grays they're quite noisy, but like my face would be relatively clear. It wouldn't be out of focus, but you did lose a bit of color detail, so it didn't look as sharp. So, but it works. So for maybe a smaller event or event and it won't work in 60, even though it's supposed to work at 4K 60, but it only works in 4K 30.
Yeah, it doesn't work in 4K 60.
So
4K 30 is even in 4K 60 low bit rate, 8-bit, like 4K 60 8-bit, the lowest bit rate they have coming out of our camera. Yeah, it still won't work. So you'd have to do 4K 30 at the most.
Yeah.
In 10-bit, you can do it in 10-bit.
So that's all. That's why we came on, was just literally to talk about the ChatGPT idea. Basically, get a video out that we can then use with ChatGPT just to test it, see if we can compile it and do that. Which I know you can. I just don't know if maybe the options we have maybe we have to get a better version or something. But you have the Pro one, right? Mm-hmm. So it might be okay.
The Plus one.
Yeah.
It's Plus. Pro is
$600,
a lot more.
$600. So yeah, that's it. And the magnetic connector. I was kind of pumped to try this. It does actually work pretty good considering, but hopefully there's better ones. If anybody knows if there's a better one, put it in the comments and I will read it in 2 to 3 weeks maybe, and we'll look it up. But yeah, that's it. That's all we got today. Is that all you got?
That's all I got. I was just looking up other brands of these HDMI magnetic
I looked. There was one named like Delco or Daltech or Dottech or something.
I mean, it'd be cool if they came out with like a really good one in the next month, but in like the next year or something. Because that would actually.
Oh, do you want to do Turn Fest?
Any kind of. I was thinking we could talk about that on the live stream. I was gonna ask you about that later, actually.
No, I'm asking because Belinda.
Asked you?
Yeah, she asked. Well, she asked if we wanted to do anything.
Oh yeah.
This year, and I said, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say, well, if she asked, we might as well.
Yeah. Yeah. What? Might as well.
No, I was just gonna ask.
Yeah.
You if we should or not.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be a lot of fun. This year we could do a lot better.
Because we live streamed. Actually, throwback. we live streamed. This is the first event live stream we ever did was Turnfest in Meadow Lake, which is for the
like an event outside, like say a church event or
yeah,
something
like outside
that.
a church event where it was like an event that somebody
And
else
the
made.
video once again, the video turned out good, but the audio.
The video turned out
audio
pretty
was a problem.
decent, but the audio was trash. and
Make
there was
sure
some
make sure
issues.
you have a what are they called?
Oh,
we
a
ended up-
ground,
What
a
happened
ground,
was we couldn't. This
loop
is for
eliminator.
anybody who wants to do a live stream. Pay attention.
These are real things. That
Yeah,
will
this
really
this
help
is
you.
really screwed us on our
They will
first live
save you
stream, which was
headaches,
Turnfest.
and they will make your live stream go like from here to like.
Yeah, and this was based on like this whole event was music, so it's not like
Yeah.
oh, it's I mean whatever. There's a little buzz. It's like no, the buzz wrecked the whole thing. And I could have fixed it. I just if my brain was working, but we ended up with like a ground loop hum, basically, sort of, because we didn't plug into the same power source or the same circuit as the sound system. So as soon as we would plug into the sound system, there a buzzer would suddenly just go bang. Like you could hear everything still, but it's quite loud. And it wasn't only in the live stream; it was also like feeding back. Even though we were only taking a signal, we weren't doing like a two-way signal. It was just a send. We were causing buzz in the main sound system in the room where the live music was. So we actually had to just not even do that. So what our fix for that, you can get like ground loop eliminators. You can get, I think they're called hum somethings. Like they're just plug into the wall and then your computer plugs into it. I think this is maybe more of an issue with Mac Minis because they don't like have a ground prong on them maybe or something. I don't know. Because I don't know of anybody that's encountered it with anything but Mac Minis. So in our case, so we got an uninterrupted power supply, which has a filter in it, which cleans up stuff like that. So that eliminated it, and we tested it at the boxing event, and it worked. So we didn't have any hum in our feed, anything like that. We didn't have any sound actually altogether because we forgot to record it. But yeah, so that's a big thing. So if you're doing a live event and you don't know that you can plug into the same circuit as the soundboard, you should get a ground loop eliminator or like a uninterrupted power source with a battery in it or something like that. Just that has a filter in it so it cleans the power, so you're not going to have that issue because that'll kill it.
Yeah.
And this year,
especially like that because, like, I mean, they already say like audio is. I don't know if they say it's half.
No, audio is most important. Video is second because if you can hear it but can't see it very well, you're still prone to listen.
Yeah, because then you can.
But
hear
if you
it,
can't hear it and you can see it, it's like wow. Unless it's like literally all visual arts.
Yeah.
People are gonna sign off, and then if you can't hear it and see it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like the start of this video.
Yeah, exactly.
Then,
so I mean that'll definitely make it, because especially in an audio first event.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want.
So we do know an audio engineer that well, I didn't talk to Johnny about this, but we do know an audio engineer that we might see if they want to help with this event, because then we can just put her on the computer and say, hey, this is the mics we got. You do your thing.
Yeah, that's true.
We'll do the camera stuff and then just go from there.
Just make sure this sounds great.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all we got. We'll make it short and sweet. We just thought we would document this and then go from there. So I hope you guys, anybody who's watching down the road, has a great day. And that's it.
Oh.